Just Your Average Podcast. I'm Chad.
I'm Chris, and today's episode,
We're getting white girl wasted.
we're getting white girl wasted because it's the fun one. We're just going to try and have fun today. Came up with a bunch of fun stuff to talk about, possibly. Fuck it.
Yeah, how's everybody's quarantine going? You working like us?
Yeah, we're all working.
Stuck on the front lines?
Anyway, I wanted the fun one to avoid.
Don't get the quarantine-cation.
I didn't even want to say the word quarantine or
Quarantine!
corona, so you just... Anyway. Fuck you, dude. Alright, continue on your merry way.
So anyway, remember when we weren't afraid to go to the grocery store?
Yes.
Remember we weren't afraid to be less than 6 feet apart from somebody?
I've never not been afraid.
Remember when you can go to the store and buy some toilet paper and chicken?
I mean, I still can.
It's not there.
It's there. You just gotta know where to look.
Yeah.
May not be in the store you think it is, but it's there.
Let's end this.
Ace Hardware.
So in this, stop being assholes. Be there for everybody else. Stop trying to
We, not me.
Yeah. Don't fucking hoard, because it's gonna end.
Also, if you hoard, I'm gonna come to your house and kill you.
Or just simply rob you.
No, kill you. I don't want you coming back and taking it.
Well, they won't know.
No, they'll know, because I'm kicking the door down with a fucking gas mask on and just shooting
You
it. You know? You don't think the Rocco family... We have 7 cars, alright? 7 cars between 6 people. We were going to be
Your
traveling...
dad gave us a new part yet.
Yeah, it came in the mail.
Every day. Where's my part, Chad?
We're gonna have, because Robbie sold his Subaru, we're gonna have 3 Mustangs, a Ford Escape.
Why, he's getting a Mustang?
Robbie's buying a Mustang. I know. 3 Mustangs.
Now, was he done with the cheap, Subaru, trying to get, the crazy Japanese, cars?
I think he's gonna try and build an American muscle car. I think that's what he's going for, because he bought
Trying to get your dad's approval?
I think he knows that Bob is sick and tired of him and his bullshit. So
Yeah.
because when he told my dad, I'm selling my car and buying a Mustang, my dad was like, it's a really good idea. And the rest of the family was like, what? No? But yeah. So we got 3 Mustangs for fast attack. We have
Wait, what's the second one?
My dad's got 2 Mustangs in the garage.
He has 2 now?
He's
I
always
thought
had
he had
2.
the red one.
He has the 68 and whatever, the 84 or 83. Yeah, he's got an old one and an old 80s one, and then Robbie's gonna get
If the apocalypse happens, we're stealing one of them and Mad Maxing it.
I'm telling you, my family's already gonna be Mad Maxing it. Andrew's got his little Focus, I got the fucking Jeep, or Mom's got the Jeep, and I got the fucking Escape.
Yeah, we're gonna drive down the road in yours and it's just gonna break down.
No, my car's in front.
You just take the heavy fire.
Basically, my car's gonna have a giant shield on it and a turret on the top, and we're just gonna drive into things. That's gonna be our
I'm gonna
game
take my
plan.
Honda Civic and get good gas mileage.
No, because it's supposed to be Mad Max. It's supposed to be patchwork cars. Did you see how we fixed my car? We just bolted that piece back on.
Are you serious?
Yeah, the one that fell off. We just bolted it back on. It's on the car now.
That's awful.
The car's already at Mad Max level.
Can we just do that to your car? Do you even
I
care?
mean, no, I don't care.
Would your dad? If we just
No,
bought
because
cheesy-
we're gonna junk it. No one will buy it. Bob used to think we could get $700 for it.
They're not buying it for the outer thing. They're buying it for the engine and everything.
That's what I'm saying. We're gonna junk it. So Bob doesn't really give a fuck what I do with it.
Oh, so let's fucking Mad
Yeah.
Max it.
All right. So yeah,
You go to junkyards.
just go to the junkyard. What are you doing with that fucking bulldozer spike thing? Put it on the front
Put
of
a
my
plow
car.
in front.
Because I
put
still
spikes on
have,
it.
even though the brush bar I fucking nailed Eli's car. I decommissioned his car with mine, and all he did was bend my brush bar. But I still had the mounts for a brush bar, so we could put a plow on the front of my car with metal spikes.
It's gonna make your gas mileage so bad. Picture weight.
We're robbing, though, you know? It's
Yeah.
the apocalypse. If we need gas, we could go take it. We have enough guns. Bob finally got into that safe.
Really?
Yeah, guess what was in it? More guns. So, we have guns. But yeah. So that's the apocalypse. It's kind of like a summer vacation if you think about it.
Yeah. What would your dream vacation
My
be?
dream vacation.
If you could do anything, not being like, oh, let me go on a cruise.
Oh, we should go on a cruise though.
I want to go on like a booze cruise though.
Not like a booze cruise. Let's go on a Carnival cruise.
So you want to go on a regular Carnival cruise and make it a booze cruise?
Well, obviously we're gonna make it. We're gonna buy the unlimited bar package, right? Dude, or whatever it is. I don't care if I sleep right next to the engine.
No, we're just gonna get a cot and sit next to the bar.
That's what I mean. Like,
we're international seas. I could drink all day.
I can drink all day, and it's international, so the laws don't matter.
So we can drink all night.
And murder. No, bad joke. I was gonna say something else, but I went with murder.
The next Purge movie should then be on a cruise.
Just on a cruise. That's where the Purge started.
They already did that movie. It sucked.
Oh.
Yeah, but who decides to go on a cruise during the Purge?
All these fucking rich people are like, this was smart, and they just sail away, and it's
Hey, Blumhouse.
Dude, they should do the Purge 6, the smart guys, and it's just a bunch of people who are like, let's just not kill each other, and they're just on a boat hanging out.
Just some guys playing video games. They have like turrets outside their house.
Not even, it's just some guys hanging out. They turn the lights off in their house, and everyone just ignores them because there's like the one scream queen running down the street, attracting all the attention.
Dude, that last Purge movie was brutal. Like, not in a good way, just like hard to watch. I love the Purge movies, like the first few.
I don't like gore for the sake of gore. It bothers me. Never got into Saw.
Well, I don't like. It's different than Saw. It's not. It's more.
Hostel was another one that I was.
I never saw Hostel. That's an Eli Roth's a little hit or miss.
He also did that Green Terror or Green Inferno.
I won't watch that. That's like the cannibal movie.
I want to watch it, but I want someone to sync up a laugh track to it, so when I watch it, like the chick's having diarrhea in the cage as her friend's getting eaten, there's just in the background, so I can be like, yeah, this is kind of funny.
He also made this movie Knock Knock with Keanu Reeves with these two girls.
Oh, I wanted to see that.
It's really good.
Because the girls are underage and they get...
They're not really...
I know. They're like...
blackmailed.
I know.
But basically, like, they show up to his house and it's raining out, and they're like, oh, we need to use your phone, blah, 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 stuff happens.
Yeah.
And they're like, he's in the shower, and they walk in, and they're like, oh,
take pictures and stuff.
No, they're like, let's have sex. And he's like, I can't, I'm married, my wife's out of town, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. It's a good movie. It's really fucked up. Keanu's really good.
I gotta say, the premise is unreasonable, because the second they were like, let's fuck, and you're in the shower, okay.
Well, that's their point in
Yeah.
the movie. They're like, we thought you were going to be the only one that would have said no. Because I guess they just go around doing this all the time.
Oh, so he does say yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought he said no, and then they like blackmailed him anyway and tried to kill him because they're just like crazy sluts. That would be my movie. It'd be just crazy sluts murdering people. You don't want to fuck me?
So is that what you would put yourself in if you were in a movie?
I guess if that was my movie, I'd be the guy that's like, no, bro, I'm too noble to have sex with you girls, thinking I'd get laid, and then they'd be like, oh yeah? And they'd rip my guts out and feed them to me.
Just want to be an extra in a horror movie, just getting fucking...
I would love
I feel like that would be the most fun.
just to have
Like a horror movie extra.
Whoa! Scatman Crothers roll. Just run inside and take
Sound like the
naps.
Squid Packs.
Oh, the Squid Pack guy. Like the, when they're doing, Ed 209 in RoboCop, where he's like, off, and the guy's like, he's not turning off, and he shoots him in front of the display, and he's up for like a solid minute and a half getting shot before he falls through the window.
I can't believe they're making another RoboCop.
Dude, you know what they should do though? Make it G-rated this time. Because that'll work. The PG-13 one didn't work. Let's go lower. Let's go G.
Quick sidebar with that. That movie was awful. The costume, why'd they make it black? At the end, they make it the original color, and it looks so much better.
The point of RoboCop was, like, you see him walk in, and you're like, the fuck is that? And then he just murders you with cold steel efficiency.
Giant little handgun.
That movie's...
What other movie would you want to be in?
I don't know, man. Movies I want to be in, like, one of those fucking really cool, like, surf movies where, like, the new kid comes to town and, like, the locals are like, locals only, and, like my girlfriend winds up falling in love with the new kid, so I challenge him to a surf-off and he beats me. And then I'm like, damn. And
oh, get out of here, bro.
no, I'd just be like, bro, locals only. And he's like, oh, I just moved into town. My dad's in the military, bro. And I'd be like, nah, bro, this is my beach. And then my girl would be like, come on, bro, be nice to it. And I'd be like, fuck you, Stacy. And then that's where you'd know I was the bad guy. And then, everyone would be like, bro, you hit your girl. And I was like, fucking my property. And I'd surf away.
Just get deeper and deeper.
Just like the perfect waves. And everyone's like, cool! And they forget that I hit my girlfriend, except for the good guy who's like, dude, that was really... Yeah, he was like, that was pretty raw. That was a raw deal, babe. And she's like... she's like, man, 10 years, man!
I think I would definitely want to be in, like, Point Break.
Point Break.
Just, like, being one of the dudes, just, like, what mask? They were the president masks, right? Just be the one with, like, fucking... You would be the one with Trump.
No, I'd pick Nixon.
I'd be Obama. Just be the guy just standing there like this, holding the gun just, like, in the background, being like...
I want to be
the director's like, do your thing. Oh, yeah. Oh, no!
I want to be... Jesus! I want to be...
I got into the scene.
I know, you're a really good actor. I want to be the guy in that fight on the rooftop with Batman, where Batman punches the first stunt choreographer and then he punches the second one, and I just go...
You don't get hit, so you're like...
He missed me!
The guy from James Bond just rooming the air.
I want to be that extra.
Imagine, like...
I want to be Patton Oswalt in whatever sitcom he was, where he wasn't supposed to be in the scene and he wandered into it and just stood there in the background.
Was it the King of Queens?
And maybe. I think he was like the quirky neighbor or something like that.
No, he was just a friend, but he worked like a toll booth.
Right, and he just, it's like a birthday scene, and like there's the birthday cake and the family crowded around it, but you can see in the background Patton's just standing there looking at the camera, not moving, not saying anything. No matter what camera they switch to, he's looking right at it. And it was pretty good.
Oh, Patton Oswalt.
I don't anymore.
Why? Because his wife died and he fell in love with somebody and...
No, because he murdered his wife and he's anti-Trump.
He didn't murder his wife. That's a hot take. And everybody's anti-Trump in Hollywood.
I know, but it's just so annoying. I get he was anti-Bush and I understood, but the problem I see with comedians doing Trump stuff, or just presidential stuff in general, fucking low-hanging fruit. You know? Super easy.
Well, that's... Like I said last time, that's the main reason I don't want Trump out of the office.
Yeah.
I'm tired of, like, the easy joke. Like, Patty was watching that cartoon, the Trump cartoon. I forget the name of it.
I don't know. What?
It's fucking stupid.
I did like Little Bush, though. Do you remember Little Bush on Comedy Central? It was a show about Bush and his entire cabinet, but they were all kids. Just living in the White House and getting into mischief. Little Bush was great. I love Little Bush. Anyway, back to fun stuff. How do you want to retire? Ideal retirement. Like,
Before,
this is ideal.
Before I'm 70.
Before you're 70, alright.
If Patty still puts up with me till we're 70.
Again, this is ideal, so yes, she would have put up with you.
She doesn't watch this shit.
Yeah, I know. No one watches this shit.
No, I definitely probably just want to, like, not be too far away from a liquor store or grocery store, but definitely be more, like, out in the outskirts.
So you want to live in the woods.
Like, at least a 20-minute drive to a liquor store.
Okay, 20 minutes. See, like, what kind of woods are we talking? Are we talking woods? Are we talking desert, forest, swamp?
No, I don't want desert. I want, like, New England woods.
Oh, coniferous forest. I like you, Boy Scout. Anyway.
No, but then if I move there, I hate bugs. And I feel like...
New England, I think, is the best when it comes to bugs. Because we only get them for a little bit in the spring and summer, and then they just die.
Yeah, we don't have those fucking Australian bugs.
We're like fucking the south, where it's the winter and you're still getting bit by mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I definitely want to have, like, a pretty cool... Probably, like, the size of this house. But I would definitely need, like, super Wi-Fi, because I'm old, but...
Yeah, you still need to connect to your internet webs.
Yeah.
Check your Angel Fires and stuff.
But definitely need, like, cool security, because you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
To have, like, cameras around. I probably am paranoid now, so imagine, by the way, I get to that age, might be a little paranoid, so I probably have, like, cool security stuff set up.
So I'd want to live about 3 miles away from you, right?
You just fuck with me the whole time.
Not really. We both have a bit of property, right? So we would judge our distance.
Some alpacas.
I wouldn't get alpacas. You can have the alpaca farm. I would raise hogs. Alright? I'd raise pigs. It'd be rad. I'd have a fucking... And not like... It'd be like Babe, you know? I'd have the pigs and I would slaughter the oldest one for food, of course, because it's old. The meat wouldn't be great, but you know what? I love it, and
It's tolerable.
tolerable. And the young ones would just run around the house and have a great fucking time, right? I have all these little pigs running all over the place. Now you're asking, why would Chris have a lot of pigs? Have a lot of kids. How would I have a lot of kids? I want an instant family, meaning I'm
You're
going.
not stealing my family.
I'm not stealing your family. I'm gonna trick 3 women to moving to my house, right? I'm gonna build, and I have enough land. I'm gonna call my land my compound, and on my compound, each woman will have their own sector, right? And that's just theirs. But each one is gonna be pregnant at the same time.
It's worse. You deal with 3. You've never dealt with a pregnant woman.
This is my ideal retirement. Each one is gonna be pregnant.
How
With
old are they?
at least-
How old are they?
Well, 20s. And I'm retired by 60. So each, because I want to die before the kids, you know, whatever. So each one is going to be pregnant with at least twins, meaning I'm going to have at least 6 children, and I'm going to raise these kids, and I'm going to teach them everything I know.
So you're gonna make a super crazy militia.
Yeah, I'm going to live in the woods, and we're going to be 3 miles away from you, and I'm going to raise them from like 0 to 10 and convince them the world ended. This is it. I'm not gonna...
Our houses.
No, not your house yet. I'm going to convince them the world ended. This is it. You can't leave the perimeter, and I'm going to put like collars on them so when they try to like, leave the yard, they get zapped, and I'll be like, "It was gone. You have to come back to the compound." And then eventually, I'm going to turn the collar off and be like, "What the fuck happened?" And we're going to wander out into the woods further than we should have gone, and we're going to find your fucking house.
Yeah, but you know, with all my scared and everything, it's just gonna be like,
And alarms are going to go off, and these kids are going to never hear alarms before, and I go, "It's Satan. Satan lives in that
it's
house."
like I haven't seen you in like 20 years.
And I'm basically a militia of kids with bows and arrows that have been trained to survive.
It's just gonna be me and Riley.
And
We're bows and arrows.
We're gonna besiege your house. We're gonna besiege your compound, and then the FBI or someone's gonna show up. Cause
No, they wouldn't even show up. It's with Chris. Are you done with this now?
no, because my kids, I would be like, "That you gotta kill him to save everything." So they,
You'd kill me?
no, they would. But it'd be fun for you.
Yeah,
And
but at least put blanks in their guns.
no arrows, and they're gonna like try and burn your house. I'm gonna teach them in the ways of like sneaking and stuff. You're gonna be little ninjas attacking you every night.
Well, thank God I have Riley and the new kid coming.
That's what I'm saying. So you gotta train your.
So we're gonna have our
family,
super security compound.
right. Teach
We're
them
gonna
how to
have.
use
We're gonna,
guns.
me and Patty, we're,
Is it?
he doesn't look any different. He still looks like he did when he was 30.
Yeah, I'm still gonna look the same. 'Cause I'm immortal.
Is that Chris? Who's those kids? Did he have? Why does he have 6 kids? See an arrow take out a camera. God damn
Fuck.
it, he's doing it.
You pull a switch and like douche 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 comes over your windows, and like the second floor window, like just there's a machine gun and Riley's like like
By that time, we're gonna have drones with turrets on them.
and I'll have like 30 kids at this point.
I'll be like, don't take out Chris, leave him for me.
Right?
And the torrents will go after all the
Fucking-
kids.
We're on like a crossbeam thing, like fire underneath us, and Riley's like, "Dad, just leave him," and you're like,
Riley,
"No,
get the fuck
we
out!
have to end this, Riley." And like
I have like a crowbar.
I was thinking we had swords. Like I have like a rapier and I'm wearing a cape. Like, "Come, John, meet your doom," and you have
Like,
like
just
just
a soul calibur. So
you have like a Zweihander. We're fighting on like a little I-beam over an exploding building, and Riley's like, "No, Dad!" As like we charge each other and fall into the fire.
I'm about to fall in. Riley shoots you with an arrow,
No, we
But I
both
catch-
die.
but I catch you.
Nah, no. The thing is, we're fighting, and we both die, and Riley's like, "No!" And then she raises the surviving children in the woods, right? And then they become like this band of mercenaries righting wrongs. That's how the Avengers starts.
Make a fun movie.
That would be a fucking great movie, dude. But speaking of dying, what animal do you want to kill you if you had to die by an animal?
First, we should single out the most brutal animal killings.
Oh yeah, bear.
Bear. Yeah.
Bear, a shark, alligator,
A tiger. 'Cause
tiger.
they're just fucking.
Well, big cats.
They fuck with their prey.
Tigers. No, this is something hunting you. This is something going. It's not trying to like hurt you. It's trying to kill you. You know what I mean?
No. Cats fuck with their prey.
Dude, they have their fangs can detect pressure, so they get the jugular, and they just get you like that.
Not all of them. Lots. You ever seen the videos of like tigers just like fucking with animals? Before,
But that's
like,
them fucking with animals. That's tigers fucking with animals. I'm saying the tiger wants to actively
Yeah, but
kill
we're
us.
fat. I'm a fat human.
What I'm saying is, you're walking down the street and a fucking tiger. Gah! That's how you die.
Yeah. I was delivering the other day. This dog ran at me. Look, he was on a leash. Because I was like, how do you confront the dog if they run at you?
I've had this happen to me. I kicked it square in the fucking face.
Did we get in trouble?
No, the owner was like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "What do you mean, what the fuck?" You know?
I always feel like if I see it running at me, I'm just going, all right, time I kick.
Basically, yeah, that's what I did. I had my hands in my pocket, right? Because I was like, "Don't seem threatening." And then I got closer and I took my hands out of my pocket and put them up, like, "What are you doing?" And then I like field goal, like kicked it like right under the chin as hard as I fucking could. And
See, I feel like you would have to like kick it, then jump on it instantly and just like put it to sleep.
And I know what you're thinking, like, "Oh, I just kicked it." No, it was like a big German Shepherd. I was like,
this was like one of those fucking like big giant police dogs.
Yeah.
Things.
It wasn't like a fucking terrier ran at me and I punted it.
Dude, fucking bulldog the other day. It just kept like nudging me with its head. I'm like, fucking dude, why are you bulldogs so strong?
They're fucking tough.
No, but imagine getting killed by like a fucking eagle, like a bald eagle.
Like
that's when it fucks with you. It's just like, choo, choo.
And then finally it just decides it's gonna get you and like talons on the cheek and just cat.
You just feel yourself lifting off the air. But,
oh,
I'm too fat for this.
Dude, you're talking like those golden eagle things that used to live in fucking Australia that used to eat people.
Really?
Yeah, they used to have like 20-foot wingspans. You know, like small planes, like Cessnas, and they would just shoot and just. It was like a thing for a long time.
Ugh.
Oh, dude, what about those like pterosaurs? Those flightless birds that are like 12 feet tall that eat meat? They used to exist. They have beaks that are like this big.
That's horrifying.
It just fucking pecks at you and gets you.
What do you think is the most comical animal to be killed by?
Probably like tripping and falling, and like there's like a snail, and it just catches you right in the forehead and kills you. You know? Like the snail's fine, but it just cracks your forehead.
You fucking fucked my shell up, bro.
And like they're like, he would have lived, but there was a snail. What about that kid that ate the slug on a dare and then just died? Like,
did he?
Yeah, he died. He went into a coma and then they just pulled the feeding tube. Idiot! Eat that bug. No. Okay.
Did you hear the new coronavirus? Sorry to bring it up. It's a new coronavirus, what's it called? Internet dare things. We have all these fucking idiots like licking doorknobs.
Yeah,
and doing all
and
this
you
stuff.
know what? I think this is why coronavirus
Natural
exists.
selection.
Natural fucking selection. Darwinism. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that dude, it's like, man, I've come here to party. Like, if I get coronavirus, I get coronavirus, but I'm not going to let it, like, down my party, bro.
Right. Anyway, back to fun stuff.
That was fun. You like Coronas?
No.
Like Coronarita?
No. I'm not a fan of Corona, Jen.
You're the worst.
Let's talk about...
Hold on. Imagine you get shot with a dart.
Mm-hmm.
Your body's paralyzed, and there's a rabid chihuahua.
It would just eat you.
That would be the most depressing death ever.
Uh,
This would be more annoying than anything. You see her.
there's the Stephen King novel where that happens to a guy, and
Cujo?
then he's like golfing with his buddy, and he reaches in a bush to get the golf ball, and a weird bug stings him, and it causes him to show like he's lifeless. Like his heart rate is so slow it doesn't detect on the EKG machine. And his breathing is so shallow they can't detect it, but he's alive and conscious, and they perform an autopsy on him. But that was based off of who directed Psycho? Hitchcock. Hitchcock Presents episode where it's a guy driving recklessly and he gets into a car accident and the steering wheel comes up and hits him and paralyzes him like that.
Yeah.
And he's laying in the car like this as a series of people, like one person robs him, one person checks to see if he's okay but does it wrong, and the whole time he's just thinking like, please someone just look into my fucking eyes, please look into my eyes, I'm alive, help me please. And it's like this. Yeah, anyway, fun ones. Back to what celebrity we want to kill us. Which celebrity do you want to kill you? That'd be fun.
Either Keanu or John Claude.
Keanu would be sad.
Like, why I love you.
Exactly. Like, what did I do?
That's what do you want? Like a fucking Steven Seagal. Like, I fucking hate you, you prick.
No, because I think I could kill Steven Seagal. Arnold would be rad as long as he was like shirtless and oiled up and using a sword.
You don't think John Claude would? He would just like would
John-
backflip kick you.
See, that's
break
why I
your
said
neck.
John Claude would be sick if I walk into a room and he's just doing the splits and it's like, okay, here we. The best part is though, if I walked into a room and there was two chairs with John Claude doing the splits, I'd be like, I have a chance, and I would take a run at him. And I would try and kick him square in the balls as hard as I could. But dude, if
It's
he's
Stone Cold though. You kick him and be like,
but that's the thing, and he'd be like, "So you want to fight?" And I'd be like, "No, I just want to die quick, please." And he'd make me fight him, and he'd beat the shit out of me, and I'd die. That's why I want Arnold to be like to throw me like a really heavy sword, and I'd be like, "Ugh," and he'd be like, "Lift it, like, lift it up," and then he'd just hack me to pieces.
most depressing would probably be Bruce Willis. You're not even enjoying this, Bruce.
Yeah, he'd just look at you like, "No, I'm not. Sorry."
You're done. Saddest one would probably be Bruce Campbell.
Bruce Campbell would be sad too.
Yeah,
He'd be like,
that'd
"I
be the
love
saddest
you,
one,
man.
Why? I've been spreading your word for years.
I've been talking mad shit, or not mad shit, the opposite, mad awesomeness about your movies. Shit." Yeah, you fucked up.
What would be your worst way to die? Talk about fun stuff.
Oh, worst way to die? Alcoholic alone, living in my parents' basement, playing video games every day, and recording a podcast on Monday. Oh, wait. I'm living that.
It's like more like drowning, fire. Let's get to our Patreons.
Yeah,
Chris doesn't
please.
kill himself.
No, I'm not gonna kill myself. I just having too much fun.
I don't remember what I just asked, so it's all.
Yeah, celebrities that I would. If I had to pick one celebrity, and like, honest to God, like they would walk up to me and be like, "It's time to go, bro," and I'd be like, "All right," and they put the gun to my head and pull the trigger. The one that I think I could probably understand it the most from would be like Tom Cruise,
That'd be cool.
because I'd be like, "You probably have a reason." Like Xenu told you to, or
Yeah.
something. Like I believe you believe.
I was like, wait. Just tell me, is Scientology real?
Yeah. Before you do,
And
this,
then he'd
man.
be a dick. He's like, fuck.
No, Tom Cruise wouldn't be a dick. He'd be like, "Yeah, man, let's go get your thetans read. Come on with me."
Can we prolong this so I don't die?
Basically, he'd induct you into Scientology, fucking hold the E-meter.
It's like the day you go against me, I'll find you.
I'll get you. And you're just like, oh,
I
okay.
fucking wish Tom Cruise wasn't so fucking crazy.
I loved it, though, because you gotta think people that are that good at what they do, they're always insane.
Yeah. I wonder who's. I'm an idiot. What's that actor's name that played Lincoln?
Daniel Day-Lewis.
You think he's fucking nuts in real life, or you
Dude,
think he's just fucking?
He is method as method gets.
Like I know, like he almost got divorced from his wife
Because
the whole
for the
Lincoln thing.
year before Lincoln started
Yeah.
shooting, he acted like Lincoln every day. For
You think
a
that's
year.
why like he retired? She's like, you need to stop.
I think he went, "I need to stop."
Yeah.
But then he didn't retire because he did like 2 movies.
No, he retired after the Phantom Thread.
I never saw Phantom Thread. Was it any good?
And they said it's fine.
It's a chick flick, I think.
It's a fucking snores fest.
Why? Because there's no like CGI,
There's no fucking
Lasers.
CGI monsters fighting with people coming out of portals.
no blue
Fucking
lasers.
purple guy.
Yeah, no
giant
purple
sword.
guy. Yeah, where's the purple guy? Every movie needs a giant purple guy.
Phantom Thread just fucking kill people. With...
Dude, where was that scene where all the female characters got together?
I don't care what anybody says. That was the worst part of Endgame.
I agree 100%.
Like it's just like.
Did you see Brie Larson just won, I guess, an argument about who should be leading the next Avengers team? Guess who it's going to be?
Captain Marvel.
Yeah, so she's going to be the main character of the next Avengers movie.
What about that petition to get her to stop playing Captain Marvel?
Petitions don't work.
Ugh.
I signed a petition like 12 years ago
Change.com.
to get Kojima to stop making Metal Gear games.
Oh my god. I do want to talk about this.
But
This is the ultimate fun. Did you hear that Sony might be buying the properties of Silent Hill, Metal Gear Solid, and
oh my
Silent Hill.
god. Silent Hill, Metal Gear Solid, and Silent Hill?
what's the other one? Silent Hill, Metal Gear Solid,
Armored
and
Core?
Castlevania.
Yo, they're buying it from Capcom?
No, from Namco. No,
No.
Namco.
Capcom owns Castlevania.
No, they don't. It's the other one. It's
Konami?
Konami.
Konami owns?
Yeah.
No, but Capcom...
No, I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear to
I'm
God.
pretty sure... Alright, so Konami made it, but I think Capcom owns it. Published by Konami.
You fucking idiot.
I thought it was published by Capcom.
Don't you dare. say
Alright,
against
anyway.
me ever again.
I was just checking to make sure the most recent one, Lords of Shadow 2, you know, that hitter.
No, but did you hear all the fucking rumors that Hideo Kojima's working on Silent Hill and everything, and everybody's like, no, he's not.
Well,
Fucking
when you beat
Konami owns
when you
it.
beat the PT demo at the end, it said Silent Hills.
Well, it was supposed to be Silent Hills.
Right.
The
But
the
why.
development name was PT.
But anyone who's saying Kojima wasn't working on a Silent Hill game is a fucking retard. We have physical proof.
No, but there's new rumors out that he's working on it
Of
at
course.
this time.
You think he would have just given up? It's fucking Kojima. He's an autist. He's not going to give up on
He
a fucking
fucking loves
project.
Sony, dude. If Sony buys all those, and he already said he's not going to work on the Metal Gear, so we're gonna have a fresh Sony team working. on Metal Gear. I don't want him working on Metal Gear because he fucking made the new one. It was fine, but it was like open world and everything. He strayed away from what Metal Gear is. I don't care what anybody says. Snake Eater. I love the rations and all that stuff.
Wait. Who says Snake Eater is the worst one?
A lot of people on
No.
Reddit.
Well, whoa! Reddit says.
Did I tell you I had an argument with a guy on Reddit the other day?
Yeah, you showed me the fucking screen grabs, you loser.
It was stupid.
It was over wrestling, so there we go.
No, it was like an AEW thing. I'm like, hey, you guys think Matt Hardy's gonna join the Elite? And like 20 minutes later, he joined the Elite, and the guy's like, you need to put a spoiler tag on this, or I'm gonna ban you. And I'm like, how's it a spoiler?
You should have put your time zone with the time the show aired and been like, bitch, not a spoiler. I was watching it at the same time as you. See, again, on 4chan, that's you learn to do shit like that. You learn how to argue.
Just stupid.
Also, on 4chan, if someone went spoiler alert, you could have just typed "fuck you, cunt," and that would have been it.
Yeah.
That would have been it.
It's stupid. Don't try to ban people for
It's
dumb
so
shit.
again,
Like,
fucking all Reddit is mods waking
No,
each
it's
other
the
off.
mods being like, I gotta go comb my little neck beard.
Yeah, but don't even bring up neck beards because you have.
He wasn't. I don't have a neck beard. I have a full beard.
Does your beard grow on your neck?
Well, I don't shave it.
Yeah.
No, neck beards are the ones that
Oh, I
have
know.
like just the fucking. Can I ask you a serious question?
Yeah.
I was listening to a lot of Lovecraft stuff, and I just recently listened to the Reanimator.
Yeah.
What do you think like in that they kind of touch on like souls and everything, like what happens? What do you think happens to your soul if there is a soul after you die? And what would happen if you were brought back to life?
Okay, well, this is where Chris Rocco theory comes in. I hate the idea of a soul because it implies after your corporeal body's gone, you kind of just drift around aimlessly watching things happen.
You don't think there's like an essence in you that just like...
Not the... You see some stuff that people do, good and bad, and you're like, you don't have a soul.
Hey, everybody's soul, like you live through your life and everybody's soul.
No, that's called experience.
No.
Conditioning.
Can I finish?
Okay.
Can I finish?
You can finish.
Life experiences just put dampers on your soul the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody's soul is different.
Right.
So, if you're living in a crazy life, you experience a bunch of stuff, the darker your soul could be.
Bullshit, what if all the crazy stuff is good, but it's still crazy?
Yeah, but it's all about your conscience and all that stuff.
Okay, so
has different
consciousness and soul. Okay, yeah. Oh boy, you're getting into
Let's do it!
You're getting into a weird spot because what is consciousness?
It is everybody's ability to prove right or wrong.
Everybody's ability to prove right or wrong. What is right and wrong, and what constitutes everybody?
Whatever their soul demands it.
Okay,
Right?
what again? Soul is all right. What's a soul?
It is your consciousness.
Which is
Who can tell
to
you?
tell what's right or wrong.
Yeah,
Who can tell what's right or wrong?
It's all a
It's
thing.
Yeah, it's almost like you do this thing. See, if you want to get into this real,
Want to go to the back and forth?
you want to go into the real logic shit, man. You have to prove what consciousness is. Consciousness, in my opinion, is the idea of even questioning what consciousness is. I don't think snakes, ants, dogs, birds. I don't think anything beyond us, anything without a frontal lobe, is capable of the higher thought. The higher thought is the idea that we are able to understand that we exist and we have consequences for our actions, which is why we believe in a god, which is why we do burial rituals. Why the fuck would a being do a burial ritual?
I want to be cremated and made into a tree.
I want to be bronzed and turned into a statue.
That's cool.
I want to be worshipped. I want my statue to show up like thousands of years in
Can
the
I
future.
pee on your statue all the time?
Fuck it, I don't care, I'm dead.
Yeah.
But I want my statue to show up like 10,000 years in the future and people be like, who was Chris Rocco? And then create a mythos.
You need to make your hair flowing, though.
It's gonna be my ideal version, so like 6'8", like 300 pounds.
No, it has to be your body where you're gonna die and your gut's gonna be.
I hate that I'm barrel chested. If I had a regular chest, if my chest didn't flare out a little bit, you noticed when I was skinny, like it still was like, you know, it's made to make me look fat.
My chest sticks out.
No, you're just fat. Oh, I can't believe I have a gut. I never thought I'd get one.
You know what sucks? And it was the pee bet.
What?
I pee.
I know. Chad just went pee. Now he's back, and while he was peeing, what did you say? You said, man, I really wish I was a chick.
No, I was saying, imagine if you were a girl and how much easier it is to be a guy and peeing in places.
Oh yeah.
Because on deliveries, like I'm constantly like I have to pee, and I just like find a place.
Yeah, just find a place. But dude, imagine. Okay, so you're you, right? And you look like you, and you would think like you, but not. You got to put yourself in elementary school, mind you, where you're still like, the world has possibilities, you know, like, put yourself in that mindset. Now reverse your gender.
Ugh.
Right, not one of the 38, the other one. Okay.
One of the 38.
I think there's 38 genders now.
Oh, all right.
Hold on, let me Google. Oh, I'm sorry, 68.
All right,
I'm
so you
anyway.
be a male or a female?
Male or female. So I would become a female, believe it or not, and you would become a female. That was a joke on me because I have long hair. Do you get it?
I would probably. I don't know. I might be one of those cute chubby girls.
Fuck no, you'd be
Butch.
you would be the tomboy girl,
Oh yeah.
the bigger tomboy girl.
Thanks.
Where at first, but dude, you would flourish in college because you get into sports, you get into like field hockey, and you'd slim out, but because you were a fat chick, you'd still have like tits and ass, and I guarantee a football player would be like, fuck yeah, that would be your fucking trajectory.
How would your growing up be? Like,
Mine?
how would it differ?
I still have Bob as a dad. We still
Yeah.
have our parents. Okay, so picture me.
Your mom would be so happy.
Oh, my mom would be stoked. I think she tried to raise me as a girl.
Explains a lot.
I know, it does, doesn't it? What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So, I think I'd still be me, where, like, when I was a kid, I was, like, I would fight, and I was super bossy, and, like, I didn't take
Go
no.
figure.
Yeah, I didn't take no for an answer and shit like that. But as I grew up, being a man and also being meek is not good. You know, like, fat dudes at least look tough. No one looks at a skinny guy and is like, yo, that guy's tough. No one looks at a skinny guy.
Depends how it depends in the eyes.
People look at me and they're like, oh, cute puppy. You know, like, so you take my male energy or lack thereof and reverse it into female, it'll probably explode. I'd be like a banging chick. But here's the thing, I'd still have my brain, right? So like conspiracy theories and shit like that would make sense in my mind, and I would have the overactive imagination where I'd be like creating scenarios where I'd be alone in my room and just having conversations that didn't exist like I do now. It's called schizophrenia. And eventually, yeah, Chad disappears. Call 1-800-FUCK-CHAT. That actually works. FUK Chad. 1-800. Yeah. Anyway, words. I'd eventually find the internet, like I did. About when I was like, I found it when I was like 12, but I was just going on like Homestar and stuff like that, so that doesn't matter. If I was a 12-year-old girl, I'd probably go on like Bratz.com or something, Barbie. You know, and eventually I'd work my way into a Barbie forum. And you know who hangs out on Barbie forums? Pedophiles and creeps.
Yeah.
Now, I would be smart enough to identify a pedophile, cop father, but I feel like there'd be one group
Fall
of
into the creep category.
creep category, very specific kind of creep category. My father instilled a very extreme sense of truth and justice in me as a child. I've taken to the point of where I look at Judge Dredd and I go, no, that's ideal future. You know, like, that's perfect. Cops just killing people who fuck up. I love it. But, so that mentality, it would bleed into Sharia law. I'd wind up finding a freedom fighter in Syria. And I use freedom fighter because terrorist is funny. Or it isn't as funny as freedom fighter. So I'd wind up, and he'd talk me into, like, buying a plane ticket, moving to Syria. I'd be, like, 17 and pregnant. And he'd be like, suicide bomb! And I'd never see him again, right? And then, like, 3 months later, you'd see me holding, like, a baby that's, like, should be dead but is alive because I'm barely keeping it alive, going like, hey, America, please stop bombing my country. And then it'd be you as a woman watching that. And you're... I think that's how my life would end up if I was a woman.
So would you get like put into slavery and like sex slave and all that?
No, because I married a guy who martyred himself.
So he was prominent enough in the...
Well, no, he was the guy who suicide bombed himself, so he earned me enough respect that I won't just get raped and murdered.
Well, that makes sense.
Right, at least he did something nice for me before he
Yeah,
died.
fucking asshole. Yeah.
there's women out there living that life right now. It's so fucking horrible.
I don't know.
But hey, Corona, right?
I feel like, because back in the day, like, I was way into, like, the punk scene and stuff. So I would always go to shows, always drink, always do that stuff.
You would be that chick, like the fat punk chick.
I would be fat.
Yes, you would, because you'd still be you.
I'm fatter now than I was back then. I
But
wasn't
I'm
that
saying,
fat.
you were fatter than me.
I'd be a, what do they call
Slam pig? You know, slam pig is the worst thing you can call a chick.
I would just be a little hefty. I'd be like curvy.
Oh, that's what fat chicks say. No, you'd be chubby.
But I'd probably be the one that ends up like just falling into.
You'd be the chick who'd fight people. You'd be the chick who'd fight people and win. You'd be that punk chick where because you're bigger than most of the other people, you'd be like when some douchebag is like, "Sup, skank?" You'd be, "Fuck you," because you have that punk mentality. That'd be
Just
you.
be drunk all the time.
Yeah, you'd be the angry drunk punk
And
chick.
the problem, like, it was harder to get beers back then, but I'd be a girl.
So it'd be way easier
Yeah.
to get beers. I bought a lot of beers for a lot of women, and it never paid off.
Yeah, it sucked.
It's where I've spent probably like fucking $5,000 on alcohol for not like in total, not in like a night.
That'd be the most expensive.
I don't even have $5,000.
I don't know. I feel like I would probably end up being at a show one night, getting super drunk. Answer this. Would you be a slut?
Me? No, because I'm not a slut right now, and I could have
Yeah,
been.
but if you could be a slut right now,
I
would you
could have been, but I was too self-conscious.
be? Yeah, me too.
So I wouldn't. No, Chad. No, not you two. No, I was a 10 out of 10 when I was in my teens. I could have been plowing nonstop.
And right here is where I'm hopefully going to find a picture of Chris 10 years ago.
I was so good looking. You can't even say
You look the
that.
same, except now you have a gut.
Yeah, now minus the gut, 10 out of 10.
looking at my gut.
Stop looking at my gut. Mushroom tiger.
Oh, rest in peace.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I would probably end up falling in the background, finding a boyfriend, being like, I feel like I would definitely rebel against my parents more, just because of the fact that like my mom was a social worker and everything.
Yeah.
They'd be like, oh, you just don't know. We're in love.
Dude,
And me being like the super emo kid
you
back
would
in
fall.
the day.
You would be a chick who's super into The Cure,
I like the Cure now.
but like you'd be a chick who's super into The Cure.
It's like the Cure and AFI all day. Not even good old AFI, like the new stuff.
You'd also be the chick who would get talked onto going on a tour bus, and then get left at the next city and be like, "What do I do?" You know, like,
Thanks.
"Hey, I'm in Syria, you know, killing American soldiers trying to fucking feed
Hey.
my baby."
At least I didn't get pregnant.
No, you will.
No, because I convinced my parents to go on birth control.
No, your parents wouldn't, because your parents would be. They sent you to Catholic school. Keep in mind.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you would ditch Catholic school, go to a show for some punk band, go on the tour bus, get left in Columbus, and that would be your life. Prostitution and drug addiction.
I'll just hitchhike home.
Right, but how are you gonna pay?
Big Carrie Fisher. You're doing it all wrong.
You'd
Yeah, I
have
saw
to,
James on Buster.
No.
Heavy.
but you'd have to blow truckers your way back to Rhode Island, and eventually you'd wind up doing heroin, and then you'd die.
I haven't done heroin as a guy. What makes you think I would do it as a girl?
Because you're blowing fucking dirty truckers, and you're like, I gotta get out of this. Why does anyone do heroin? They just need
Why
to...
do both our lives have to be so depressing for women?
Because look at them as men.
Why is it that bad? I have a family. I have a house.
Yeah, alright, maybe I'm just trying to make myself feel better.
Idiot. Sorry.
No, if I was a chick, I'd probably be like some bitch CEO. Straight up.
Uh,
Think about me with the shield of womanhood.
you would be the one that you hate the most.
Yeah.
The super
This
empowering,
fucking
like,
super empowering feminist CEO cunt.
me too!
I'd be leading the charge.
Nothing happened to you, but you're the one leading the charge.
No, some guy just brushed past me in a fucking subway, and
Punch him in the face.
yeah, I took Muay Thai for some reason. I'm that chick.
The kickboxing girl.
Just break a dude's jaw off. And then they're like, "Whoa, Mortal Kombat!" And female me goes, "What's Mortal Kombat?"
That's sad.
Yeah.
So you think you would go against all your gaming and movie?
If I was
a girl.
yeah, absolutely, because I would have been popular, and if I was popular, I wouldn't have gotten into video games. Straight up, being isolated is what put me into video games. Having
feel
people be like, "That's the weird kid."
I feel like if I was a girl, I might have been more motivated to do stuff. Like the time I tried to write comic books and stuff.
No, if you were a chick, you wouldn't have been into comic books.
I don't know.
You would have been. You wouldn't have.
If I tried
Just
to...
think about how they used to market towards men and women when we were children. Men played with trucks, women
All right.
played with dolls.
If you were attractive enough to be one of those cosplay girls that make like millions off Instagram.
I am smart enough because I would still have my brain and my
Business
schemes.
savvy.
Yeah, I would have my schemes.
Hey, Patreon, you want to see my boob? $5,000.
$5,000. I'll send you, and I'll photograph it, and I'll send you a pair of panties that I wore, but I wouldn't wear them. I just spray them with perfume.
It's like,
Not even, just like take a squirt bottle, like a cup of water, a little bit of perfume, spray the panty in the crotch, and just.
I guarantee you they'll arrive still wet.
Right?
So gross.
There's guys out there that are like, yes, with that cup.
Yeah, they have vending machines in Japan.
Yeah, but that's awesome.
Oh.
If I go to Japan, I'm definitely buying panties from a vending machine.
I can just imagine Patty being like, "What are you doing? Nothing."
Tink, tink, tink.
Beep,
Beep. It's like not discreet.
It's like, yo, this guy's a pervert.
Like the whole machine just
Fireworks.
it just shakes and whirls, and there's smoke coming out of the back and sparks, and you're just like, fucking, come on, man.
Do you think your life would be, honestly, do you think your life would be better or worse if you were a girl?
It'd probably be exactly the same.
You think so? Just slumming it?
Slumming it, crazy, alcoholic, can't, never, like, do you know how hard, I didn't want to do this, talk about brain stuff. Do you know how hard it is to just like, because like your brain, alright, this is like Carl Pilkington logic. Your brain and yourself are totally different in my mind. My brain will think of stuff I don't want to think of, and then I'm just thinking of it, and I'm like, I wish that would stop. But here's the thing, the way I think is incredibly vivid color. Like, I see everything, when I picture like, oh, Chad, you're getting your stomach ripped open, but like, I'm seeing it, it's like, you know.
I think that's how everybody's brain works, but some people shut it out.
There's
Like,
some
do the same
people,
thing. But
I met
anybody
someone,
who says that they don't think of really weird shit, but in their mind they're like, I don't like this.
I met someone who thought when you say, hey, picture this, they thought it was a metaphor. They didn't know you were actually supposed to picture it in your brain.
Really? See, that's some kind of like...
Now, when you say picture this, I have a white canvas, and as you talk, things get added into it.
No, you think we're just both like totally fucked in the brain?
Nah.
Because anybody who admits that they don't have really messed up thoughts and then their conscience, they're like, I would never do that, but why am I
I
having
worked with
these
this
thoughts?
chick, Liz, and I told her...
My name's Liz, so...
Yeah, I've met two Liz's in my life that I've had more than one conversation with, and both were extremely weird people. Anyway.
Sorry, Liz, if you watch this.
Hey, I bang a lot of Liz's, so Liz's come my direction, I guess. I didn't bang work Liz. I never wanted to. Work Liz. We were just walking and talking, and I was like, hey, so you have the Earth's gonna end in 5 minutes, what do you do? And she was like, grab a beach chair, a 6-pack, sit on the beach, and just wait for the world to end.
It takes more than 5 minutes.
And I know, but I was like, it was just like you could,
No,
you know, and I was
fuck
just
right.
like, and in my brain, I went, that's the gayest shit in the world. And I said, I'd wait outside the elementary school with a fucking bag of bricks, and I would just start humming them at kids. And she was like, what?
I was gonna guarantee I'm gonna go to hell.
Not even that, but just like, doesn't matter.
And you of all people, you know hell might exist.
I know. And then she was like, that's so fucked up. And I was like, you're right. And then she was like, no, really, what would you do? And I was like, well, let's say I'm walking down the street, right? And she's like, you're walking down the street. And I'm like, it's crowded, right? And she's like, it's crowded. And I'm like, there's people there, right? People of all ages, right? And she's like, right. I'd run up to the youngest kid I could find, grab him by the ankles, and beat them against the wall until the world ends. And she was like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
And you wonder why you're single.
But like, when I go, what would I do when the world's end? My first reaction is grab a toddler and beat it against the wall until I die.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know if it is like a weird sickness thing that we always go to like the most fucked up thing.
that's where my brain goes every single fucking time, is the worst scenario. What do you think I'm constantly going? You know? Because I think of the terrible thing, I giggle to myself, and I realize, oh, I'm at dinner with my grandparents. I can't say the horrible thing.
What is the worst thing you would do if
Yeah,
you found
yeah.
out the world was gonna end?
I mean, this was supposed to be the fun one, but it got weird.
it got fun.
We got drunk. I'm very drunk. I ate some
I'm-
weed gummies, and they're hitting me pretty hard.
Oh, I thought you said you needed something like, damn, bro.
No, I ate 3. Pretty fucking high right now. I don't
Can't
give a
tell.
shit. You can't tell?
We have another show to film after this.
Alright, cool.
Thanks for watching Just Sharp's podcast. Let us know your way animal if you wanted to
Let's
die.
get some snacks.
Snare?
Let's go to the Five Below.
It's not Five Below, it's Family
$1.
Dollar.
Same difference. Let's go there and get some chips.
Alright.
Let's get some chips. Let's get some chips, Chad.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell to be notified. Don't trip over the
Did
cord,
you
Chris.
almost watch me die?
Yeah.
I almost fucking knocked my teeth out. Holy fuck.
Thanks for watching. Have a good one, guys.